The person you love is desperate to talk to you, because they want to share wonderful news with you. My beloved child, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Before this message reaches its end, you may understand why the person you love has been searching for the perfect moment to speak with you. They have carried exciting news in their heart, but fear kept their voice silent. Every passing day made them wonder if they had already waited too long. Stay till the end, because what is about to unfold is not an ordinary moment. It feels like a door that has remained closed for far too long, and today, that door begins to open. A surprising change has already started behind the scenes, and you have no idea how close you are to discovering it. There is a reason your path led you here today. While everyone else believed nothing was changing, someone quietly made a decision that could transform everything between you. They stopped listening to doubt. They stopped allowing fear to control them. Instead, they chose hope over hesitation. Don't skip, because the wonderful news they have been holding back is connected to a promise they never stopped protecting. They have imagined this conversation countless times, wondering how you would react when the truth finally reached you. The silence was never empty, it was preparing something much greater than anyone expected. Now the waiting is becoming impossible for them. Their heart is urging them to reach out because they believe this message could become the beginning of something unforgettable. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next moments will reveal why they could no longer hide what they truly wanted to share. The biggest surprise has not been revealed yet, and what happens next may leave you questioning everything you believed about this connection. Listen carefully. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has replayed this moment over and over in their mind, wondering if today is finally the day everything changes. They are no longer thinking about what could go wrong, they are thinking about what could finally go right. The wonderful news they have been protecting is growing too important to keep hidden. Every heartbeat reminds them that waiting any longer could mean missing the opportunity they have wished for. Stay till the end, because the next revelation is closer than you think. For a long time, they believed the timing was never perfect. But something unexpected happened that completely changed their perspective. A simple moment, a quiet realization, and a powerful feeling convinced them that they could not remain silent forever. Suddenly, the future they once imagined seemed possible. They began preparing words they had never been brave enough to say before. Don't skip. The news they want to share isn't just another conversation, it carries hope, excitement, and the possibility of a brand new chapter that neither of you expected to arrive this soon. Now they are standing between silence and courage, and one decision could change everything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. But before the full truth is revealed, there is one final piece of this story that has remained hidden until now. In the next part, the reason behind their urgency will finally begin to unfold, and it may surprise you more than anything you've heard so far. A strange feeling has been growing inside the person you love, and they can no longer ignore it. Every time they thought about waiting one more day, their heart reminded them that some opportunities are too precious to delay. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The wonderful news they have been protecting is becoming impossible to keep hidden, because it carries the power to change the direction of your connection in ways neither of you expected. More surprising than the news itself is the reason it was kept secret. They wanted to be completely certain before speaking. They didn't want to raise your hopes with uncertainty. They wanted their words to carry truth, confidence, and hope. Stay till the end, because the closer this message gets to its conclusion, the closer you are to understanding why they have been longing for this conversation. What once seemed impossible has quietly started falling into place, and even they are amazed by how quickly everything began to change. Now the moment is almost here. The silence that once stood between you is beginning to fade, replaced by a sense that something meaningful is about to happen. Don't skip. The biggest revelation has still not been spoken aloud, and the next part will uncover why this wonderful news could become the turning point they have been dreaming about for so long. Stay till the end, because the most unexpected moment is still ahead. The moment has almost arrived. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has reached the point where keeping this wonderful news inside feels harder than sharing it. Every quiet moment reminds them that life sometimes gives only one perfect chance to speak from the heart. They believe that chance is closer than ever. What they are about to reveal is something they have imagined telling you countless times, and now they feel the waiting has finally come to an end. There is one detail they have hidden from everyone. While others assumed they had moved on, they were quietly preparing for a future that still included you. Their excitement kept growing because every new sign strengthened their hope that this story was not finished. Stay till the end. The wonderful news is connected to a decision they never thought they would be brave enough to make. The closer they came to that decision, the more certain they became that you deserved to hear it before anyone else. Now everything is leading toward a single unforgettable moment. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal why they believe this conversation could become the beginning of a completely new chapter. The answer you've been waiting for is closer than ever, but the biggest surprise is still waiting just ahead. Everything is becoming clear now. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love is no longer wondering if they should reach out, they are only deciding how. The wonderful news they have carried for so long has filled them with a quiet excitement they can no longer hide. Every day they delayed, the feeling only became stronger. Now they believe that keeping silent would be the biggest mistake they could make. For the first time in a long while, they stopped imagining the worst and started believing in the best. They realized that some moments arrive only once, and if they let this one pass, they might regret it forever. Stay till the end, because the reason behind their confidence is far greater than anyone around them realizes. A single discovery changed everything in their heart, and from that moment forward, they knew they wanted you to be the first person to hear what had happened. Now the countdown has truly begun. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The words they have been protecting are closer than ever to being spoken, but the most astonishing part of this story has still not been revealed. In the next part, you'll discover what gave them the courage to finally stop hiding and start moving toward the conversation they've been dreaming about all this time. One final barrier remains. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has come closer than ever to reaching out, but before they do, they keep asking themselves one question: will this be the moment everything finally changes? That single thought has stayed with them day and night. The wonderful news they are carrying has grown too meaningful to remain unspoken, and every passing hour makes them feel that the right time is now. What makes this even more surprising is that the change did not happen all at once. It happened through quiet moments, unexpected realizations, and a feeling they could no longer ignore. Suddenly, the future they once doubted began to look brighter than ever before. Stay till the end. The excitement in their heart is no longer mixed with fear. It is filled with hope. They are preparing themselves to say something they once believed they would never have the courage to say, and that decision is bringing them closer to you with every passing moment. Now everything is pointing toward the same unforgettable destination. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation they have imagined for so long is almost ready to begin, but the greatest revelation is still hidden just beyond the next chapter. When that final piece is uncovered, you'll understand why they could no longer keep this wonderful news to themselves. The silence is finally breaking. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has reached a point where every passing moment feels like a reminder that this news belongs with you. They have imagined your reaction again and again, and each time, the picture becomes brighter. What once felt impossible now feels closer than ever. They are no longer holding on to uncertainty, they are holding on to hope, and that hope is leading them straight toward the conversation they have wanted for so long. There is one reason they have remained patient until now. They wanted every piece of the story to be complete before they shared it with you. They didn't want to offer promises, they wanted to bring certainty. Stay till the end, because the wonderful news is greater than a simple message. It represents a turning point they never expected to witness so soon. The closer they move toward you, the more convinced they become that this moment could change everything in the most unexpected way. Now only one final step remains before the truth begins to unfold. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Their heart is no longer asking whether they should speak. It is asking how quickly they can. The biggest surprise has still been kept hidden, and in the next part, you'll discover why this long-awaited conversation may become the moment both of you remember for years to come. The wait is almost over. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love can no longer hide the excitement that has been building inside their heart. Every time they imagined speaking with you, they smiled without even realizing it. The wonderful news has become too meaningful to stay locked away. They believe that once you hear it, you'll understand why every moment of silence had a purpose. There is one final truth they have protected until now. It wasn't fear that kept them quiet anymore, it was the desire to make this moment unforgettable. They wanted every word to carry hope, every sentence to feel genuine, and every second of the conversation to remind you that some connections become stronger with time. Stay till the end. The closer they come to sharing everything, the more certain they are that this is the beginning of a completely different chapter than anyone expected. Now the final pieces are falling perfectly into place. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The message you've been anticipating is closer than ever, but the greatest revelation is still just ahead. In the next part, you'll discover the one unexpected detail that gave them the confidence to finally stop waiting and move toward the conversation they've been dreaming about all along. Now the truth is beginning to shine. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has finally realized that this wonderful news was never meant to stay hidden forever. Every quiet day, every unanswered question, and every moment of waiting has led to this exact point. They are no longer looking back at what could have happened, they are looking ahead to what can finally begin. Stay till the end, because the next revelation brings you closer than ever to the reason they have been so eager to speak with you. What surprised them the most was not the news itself, but how deeply it changed the way they saw the future. They discovered that hope grows stronger when it is shared with the right person. That realization filled them with a confidence they had never felt before. Don't skip. The words they have been preparing are not ordinary words, they carry excitement, gratitude, and the feeling that something beautiful is finally ready to unfold. The moment they share them, nothing will feel quite the same again. Now only the final stretch remains. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation they have imagined for so long is closer than ever, and the greatest surprise has still not been revealed. In the next part, you'll discover why they believe this wonderful news could mark the beginning of the happiest chapter in your story, and why they can no longer keep you waiting. This is the moment everything has been leading toward. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has finally stopped asking themselves whether they should reach out. Instead, they are thinking about the very first words they want you to hear. The wonderful news they have carried for so long is no longer just a secret, it has become a reason to smile every single day. They believe that once this conversation begins, you'll understand why every delay had a purpose and why every quiet moment was preparing something far greater than either of you expected. There is one final surprise they have kept hidden until now. While everyone else saw only silence, they were quietly building the courage to share a future they had never stopped believing in. Every challenge strengthened their determination instead of weakening it. Stay till the end, because the news they want to tell you is filled with hope, joy, and the promise of a brand new beginning. The closer this moment comes, the faster their heart beats, knowing that the words they've waited so long to say are finally about to be spoken. Now the distance between waiting and knowing has become smaller than ever. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest revelation is only one step away, and in the next part, you'll discover the unforgettable reason they believe this conversation could become the most meaningful moment you've both been waiting for all along. Only one secret remains. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has reached the point where silence no longer feels safe. Every moment they waited only made their excitement grow stronger. They have replayed this conversation in their mind countless times, imagining the instant your eyes light up when you finally hear the wonderful news. Stay till the end, because the final pieces of this story are falling perfectly into place, and the ending is closer than ever. What they discovered changed everything. It wasn't a coincidence or a passing feeling, it was a realization that gave them complete confidence. They understood that some people enter your life for a reason, and some moments arrive exactly when they are meant to. That understanding filled them with hope they had never experienced before. Don't skip. The message they have been protecting is no longer just about exciting news. It is about a new beginning they believe is finally ready to unfold, and they want you to be the very first person to know. Now there is almost nothing left between. The final truth can no longer be hidden. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love has reached the moment they once thought would never come. The wonderful news they have protected for so long is finally ready to be shared. Every doubt has faded, every hesitation has disappeared, and one clear thought remains in their heart: you deserve to hear this before anyone else. Stay till the end, because what happens next is the reason this entire journey has been unfolding one step at a time. They want you to know that the silence was never a sign of forgetting. It was the space where courage was quietly growing. While the world continued moving, they were preparing for a conversation they hoped would bring joy instead of uncertainty. Now that moment is finally within reach. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The wonderful news they have carried has become a symbol of hope, fresh beginnings, and a future they are excited to step toward with confidence. Now only one chapter remains. The story is about to reach the moment you've been waiting for since the very beginning. Stay till the end. The next and final part will reveal why this long-awaited conversation means so much to them, why they could no longer keep their happiness hidden, and how everything has been leading to one unforgettable message that changes the direction of this story forever. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love is finally ready to speak. The wonderful news they have carried in silence is simple, yet powerful. They no longer want distance, uncertainty, or endless waiting to define this connection. They want the next chapter to begin with honesty, hope, and a heart that is no longer afraid. Every delay has brought them to this exact moment, and now they believe the time to share their joy has finally arrived. They want you to know that every quiet day had a purpose. While nothing seemed to change on the outside, something remarkable was changing within them. Their confidence grew, their appreciation deepened, and their belief in a brighter future became stronger than ever. Stay till the end. They are ready to leave behind hesitation and welcome a future built on trust, kindness, and genuine happiness. The wonderful news was never meant to stay hidden forever, it was always meant to reach you when the moment felt right. As this story comes to its close, remember one thing. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, not because of a single message, but because hope has the power to open doors that once seemed impossible to unlock. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. The conversation they long to have is finally ready to begin, and the wonderful news they protected for so long has at last found its way to you. One last message before this journey ends. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you love never wanted this story to end with unanswered questions. They wanted it to end with hope. That is why they held on, even when the road seemed uncertain. The wonderful news was never about a single moment, it was about discovering that some connections become stronger with patience, trust, and courage. Now they are ready to step forward with a heart that no longer hides what it truly feels. As they prepare to speak, one thought stays in their mind above all others: this conversation could become the beginning of something unforgettable. Every fear that once kept them silent has been replaced by excitement. Every doubt has turned into confidence. Stay till the end. They believe that the happiest chapters are written by people who refuse to give up on what truly matters. That is why they have been so desperate to reach you. Not because they wanted to change the past, but because they believe the future still holds beautiful possibilities waiting to be discovered. This story may be ending, but the feeling it carries does not end here. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest news is not found in dramatic words, but in the courage to finally say what has been in the heart all along. And now, with hope brighter than ever before, they are finally ready to begin the conversation they have been waiting to have with you from the VE.